This just goes to show, once you bend to the outrage mob on the internet, there is no going back. There's no taking it back.
We've got to cut through the noise.
Melissa McCarthy, who is a very influential, well-known actress slash comedian. And I will say this. She can actually be funny, which is, that's almost an anomaly at this point. You know, it's no longer a requirement that a comedian, you know, a person who makes people laugh for a living, it's no longer a requirement for a comedian to be funny in 2020. It's only if you can just stand there for an hour and preach about how terrible the patriarchy and just what pigs men are. You get a 1 hour special on Netflix for that type of stuff. But McCarthy's actually funny. She's actually made me genuinely laugh sometimes. But of course, she had to go and ruin that. Of course she did. Before we get into this story, please do make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Hey, y'all, I am so close. So close to 100 subscribers. I can almost taste it. Which is kind of weird because you're my subscribers. But anyways, I'm not one to beg, but please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe. Just in case you've forgotten how bad the internet has gotten lately. Let me just read the title. Melissa McCarthy caves to outrage mob, comma, retracts donation to anti-sex trafficking organization. Now what? Reread, double take. She caves to the people that are mad at her for what? What was the offense? Donating to an anti-sex trafficking organization. Yes, that's right, folks. Remember like a year ago, 2 years ago, when people were saying, okay, the wokeness, it's a very slippery slope. Once you go in, you can't go back out. Yeah, well, we're getting to the slippy part, okay? Actress Melissa McCarthy, known for her roles in comedic films, caved to the outrage mob last week after she was attacked online for donating money to an organization dedicated to ending human sex trafficking. Doesn't that just sound terrible? As part of a promotion for the new movie Superintelligence, which I will now not be watching, McCarthy teamed up with HBO Max for 20 Days of Kindness campaign, donating $20,000 to 20 different charities over the course of 20 days. Get it? Because it's 2020. 2020! Because that's been great so far. Included on the list of organizations was Exodus Cry, a nonprofit dedicated to eradicating sex trafficking. What happened was, last week, the Daily Beast published a story complaining that Exodus Cry was a donation recipient of the kindness campaign. Now, according to the Daily Beast, Exodus Cry's alleged sin is its mission to empower women out of the objectification and dehumanization of being forced to use their bodies as sex workers. I hate that phrase. Can I just say, I hate the phrase sex workers. Because this is exactly right. Because the left often attempts to romanticize sex work. There's no romantic aspect to this. The Daily Beast reported on Thursday that Exodus Cry frames itself as an anti-sex trafficking group, but in reality works to abolish sex work entirely. Sex work. You would dare You would dare compare those who choose to be a prostitute, whether online or not. You would dare compare them to women and girls and boys and even men who have been kidnapped, stripped of their identity, and exploited for sexual gain. You are so out of touch. It is seriously astounding that you would compare the two. This is not sex work. This is sex slavery. There's a difference between the two. This is largely thanks to the massive explosion of the pornography industry online. It has romanticized sex work. Do you realize that the pornography industry is one of the leading offenders of sex trafficking? Thousands upon thousands of young women and girls are exploited on the internet every single day. And you would dare compare that to some woman in her 40s who decided to get breast implants and show them off on the internet. It's unbelievable. It's disgusting. Where does the line get drawn? That's my question. Is it no longer acceptable to make donations to an organization? And even though they don't happen to believe on every single issue of yours. Like if we could just make a list of issues that people disagree on. They have to agree with you on every single point to earn your donation? Think about how silly of an argument that is. We could no longer function as a society if we lived like this. If we lived according to the expectations of the Twitter mafia. Then she posted a video on Instagram explaining about how they blew it. They just blew it, guys. Let's watch it.
Hi there. It has come to our attention that our 20 Days of Kindness, which is a kindness hub that we started to kind of shine the light on 20 great charities, had one in there that there's no other way to say it. We blew it. We made a mistake and we backed a charity that upon proper vetting stands for everything that we do not. So I want to thank...
They stand for everything. Everything you do not. Really?
Thank everyone on social media who said, what are you doing? Are you sure you want to back this? Because the answer is...
Translation. Thank you for everybody that got mad over a really good thing to do.
No, we do not. We have pulled it. We are so incredibly grateful for you ringing the bell and helping us.
$20,000.
We're sorry for
taken
our
away.
mistake. Oh boy, are we sorry for it? Can't believe that we missed it. And that's it. And I just I want to say I hope it doesn't ding the other charities because they're really doing some amazing things in 20 Days of Kindness.
So cringy, so disgusting. Like how out of touch are you that you can't realize what a massive impact $20,000 could have? You are so out of touch. And what I really like about this is not the video. It's all of the comments. Because this really backfired on her. Look at this one. Wow, you dropped Exodus Cry. What is wrong with ending human sex trafficking? Exactly my question. So disappointing. Misinformation wins and sex trafficking victims lose as a result. So backing a Christian anti-sex trafficking charity is against everything you stand for. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what she said. That's her answer. I usually don't get this angry about it because some of these things are just stupid. But this is a real misstep. Because people that are in modern day slavery are the victims here. They're the victims because they just got a $20,000 donation taken away. Why? Because Bob in his mom's basement on Twitter decided it wasn't a good thing. Hey there. If you're wondering why I'm smiling, it's because I'm coming to you from the land of the past where America was still free. Just kidding. Kind of. Not really. If you enjoyed this content, you can subscribe right there. You can also watch anything that's may or may not be flying over my head at this very moment.